So, welcome back to Bilderbuch Deutsch. Willkommen wieder. And today we have something very special, a little bit of literature. Very easy, but Germany is famous for what is typically said, Dichter, das Land der Dichter und Denker, the land of the poets and thinkers. Because in the 18th and 19th centuries, Germany was indeed one of the centers of European literature and philosophy. We have many famous writers and philosophers of the time: Kant, Leibniz in philosophy, Goethe, Schiller in literature, Heine, you perhaps know some of them. And many of their poems are very beautiful. The Romantic movement was in Germany, like in England, also very prominent. And then we had the classic movement. And so we have lots of literature from the time, and we also have modern 20th century literature with many important writers in German language. Sometimes they were Swiss, sometimes they were Austrian, so German, so we all consider this German literature because it's German language literature, right? So Dürrenmatt, for example, or Frisch, Max Frisch were Swiss authors. We have Peter Handke. We have lots of very famous, very great Siegfried Lenz German authors. So from time to time I will give you German literature here, little pieces that we can read together and enjoy together. And we will start with a very short but very famous one. Every German knows this, which is from Goethe, the most famous perhaps of German writers. And he wrote lots of things, very simple poems, two very complex poems, very long poems like the Faust, which is enormously complicated. But here we have a very simple, very small one, which is called Wandrer's Nachtlied. He wrote it 1780 in pencil on the wooden wall of a small hut. And we have it here. It's only a few lines. So let's read it and I will give you a translation. Wandrer's Nachtlied 2, number 2. Wanderer is the wanderer, the one who walks, the hiker we would say today, right? Nachtlied is the night song. Nacht is the night and Lied is the song. Über allen Gipfeln ist Ruhe. Über, above, allen Gipfeln, all peaks. Gipfel is the peak, ist Ruhe, is peace. So it is peaceful above all peaks. In allen Wipfeln. Wipfel is the tree top, the very top of the tree, right? In allen Wipfeln, in all the treetops, spürest du, you feel, kaum einen Hauch, almost no breath, hardly a breath of wind. It's so peaceful that even on the treetops you don't feel any wind. Die Vöglein schweigen im Walde. The birds, the little birds, Vöglein, little birds, schweigen. They are quiet. They are silent. Im Walde, in the forest. So this is an image of peace, right? Over the treetops it's quiet and the birds are quiet, and over the peaks of the mountains it's quiet and dark. And now comes the thing. Warte nur. Wait for it. Balde, just wait, soon, bald means soon, ruhest du auch, you will be silent too, you will rest too. And obviously, this means that you will be dead soon too, right? It's a reminder of death, a memento mori, like the Stoics used to remind themselves of their own mortality. And here we have this image of quiet nature and the quietness of the human life that is going towards its end. And you're hiking towards that end like the hiker through this forest. So we have the cinematic zoom here, the progression. It starts high up and far away. You look at the peaks, then you look at the treetops, and then it zooms closer to the animals, the birds, and then finally directly at the speaker. So you have this implicit camera movement from the distance towards you. And then you have the double meaning of Ruhe, right, which means quietness, or peace and quiet, and it also means, of course, death. So as the wandering is coming to an end with the wanderer who rests, so the wandering on earth is coming to an end with the wandering, the hiking through life, which ends at the natural end of it, when there is peace and quiet. And this, in a way, also takes away your fear of death, right? Because death is not anything violent to be feared, but it becomes something peaceful to look forward to, like a wanderer looks forward to the rest after a day's wandering. So this is this beautiful Goethe poem. If you want to see the written one and you want to see the translation and more grammar notes, please go to my Substack, go there, and there you will find it. You can download the text, this whole piece, what I told you just now, you can find it there. And there's also a quiz at the end where you can test your understanding. That was it for today. Thank you, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.